Today, we want to prove that sine of 30 degrees is equivalent to 1/2. Now, we draw a big, beautiful XY chart. Then, we calculate 30 degrees from here, from 0, with 30 degrees. 1 radius. Now we draw a line sideways. I draw the line sideways first instead of going down and make a normal triangle you draw, because we are trying to figure out sine of 30 degrees. In trigonometry, you usually draw the line sideways, or we are trying to figure out the distance between here and here. We would describe that as x. Now this would be sine of 30 degrees. Then we draw a line down to make a rectangle. Now we know that from here to here is x. So then this has to be the same since it's a rectangle. X again. Now we draw another one for 30 degrees. Let me fix this circle for a bit. Fix this circle. Alright, so then this would be 30 degrees, or approximately 30 degrees. Now we draw a line straight up to connect them. Then we mark this as 30 degrees. The reason it's not negative 30 degrees is because in geometry there is no such thing as 30 degrees. So then we will try at least to calculate if this is a, now we will, don't know what I'm saying right now. Then we know this is a isosceles triangle. But right now, because these from here to here is 1 radius. 1 radius. So then if we draw the same thing except just a little down, it'd be the same distance. So then it must be an isosceles triangle. The angles are also the same too. Now let's list these unknown angles as A. Now we are going to try to find out if this is an equilateral triangle. Then we draw our algebraic expression. The reason why I put 180 degrees here is because the angles in a triangle add up to a 180 degrees, no matter what type of triangle it is. Then we do the equations in the parenthesis. In this case, it's only 1. So then 30 plus 30 would be 60. Now, we are trying to figure out 2a, since there is nothing else. So then we put 60 on the left of the equal sign. So we have to do inverse operations. 180 minus 60 would be 120. But since there is a 2, we have to move that to the right of the equal sign. So it becomes A equals 120 divided by 2. So then 120 divided by 2 would be 60 degrees. Since these two angles are the same and A is equivalent to 60 and this is 60, this triangle is equilateral, meaning that all angles on all sides are the same. So that means if this was one radius, as I was previously talking about, then this would be one radius too. We could drop the R. So then, if this was 1, both of these angles are technically 30 in geometry. The distance from here would be the same as the distance from here to here, at least in the real thing. This is an indirect circle. And X is actually half of that from here to here, as I was previously saying. And now the equation is 1 divided by 2 equals X. So then 0.5 would be equivalent to X. 0.5 would be equivalent to X, or 1/2 is equivalent to X. Now, we go back up to the question. We were trying to prove that sine of 30 degrees is 1/2. Well, they're the same. And that means from here to here is 1/2. So then, if they are the same, that means this is true. And I'm done.